Massive. Thank you. Greetings and salutations, massive and Robinson, all the way in Switzerland. And you're tuning into the Black Hot Fire Radio. And you're listening to the African Diary Show with Catchy. All the way in Switzerland, and you're tuning into the Black Hot Fire Radio, and you're listening to the African Diary Show with Catchy.
You know he ain't doing shit.
Massive.
You know my niggas gone.
Oh, yeah. What that mean, nigga?
Okay.
What that mean, shit?
Must be that Ron Randall shit.
Yeah. That's deep.
Hey, man, why you always hating, man?
Man, I was calling like the woods, man. Tripping, bro.
Come on, bro. You gotta appreciate niggas out here.
I'm telling you the real, bro. Fucking
You
real.
be tripping.
I know the trash when I see the trash, nigga.
HR. Let's go.
Check.
Ron Randall.
Ya, zangu zimeshika zimegwantana, zangu zimeshika zimegwantana, sivutagi shisha au shada, super kitisha na mkamata, super kitisha tubanana, hakuna vile tada yapona, akamna bishaka unafanana, nikulia niruke ka Lazarus, biti kikami ni madara, biti kikami ni masaka, katumbayo tena masala, mr flani ya mabachela, flow ni chafu imeparara, kusini mpaka huko Marala, wanaka beef, salama, nipate street, marathon, don't do happy funny clowns, nani mkali yapa ndani mgani get to passing out, all you rappers funny just to be around like the shining crown, never dumb me down for the public, I keep it 100, I've been a G, toka ABCs, homie please take the emphasis, get to know what the difference is, between you and I am so devilish, I just kick it with my fellowship, I know you really feel that melody, all my women got that melanin, I just really get a better day, Black Kings with a membership, outside boy fellowship, I know, inside of people ready, Kelly come on with Ferrell, I'm just really getting better, the same game is a setup, I just want to get my better.
Yes, hello, good people. Karibuni sana to the African Diary Show. Shout out to John Doe. I see you in the building. Masi Raha, I see you. Shout out to Malkia, I see you. And to all those who are just joining us. This is the African Diary Show, and of course, this is the Black Hot Fire Network, a media of the 21st century. And I hope this Tuesday afternoon is finding you at great health and at peace as well. Karibuni sana. I see John Doe anasema keti leo inakaa kuna mahali unaenda after this. Oh no, I'm not going anywhere. Naenda kwa streets, imagine. I'm going to the streets to do the street show, the word of the street. But anyway, karibuni sana to all those who are just joining us. I see Willie in the building. Johnny na kucheki tena sana. Oscar, I see you in the building, and to everybody who is just joining us, karibuni sana. And in case this is your first time here, karibu to the Black Hot Fire Network, media of the 21st century. And my show is all about African people, what is happening in the beautiful continent of Africa, and the day-to-day life activities of the African people. So karibuni sana, get to interact with me. Do let me know how you're feeling today. Do let me know what is the time on your end in case you're not watching us from the 254. And also, do let me know how your day is coming along.
Akamna bishaka unafanana nikule niruke ka Lazarus zangu zimeshika zimekuachana zangu zimeshika zimekuachana zangu zimeshika
Kecha palo tawacha na hapa shanda tunavuka zikifuatana wasupa wakuje mapacha na siku zina sikia wanapenda kulambana ama zangu zimeshika zimekwanta na rap kipaji karia ni hasala alaki timiza ni mashallah ni mnaona giza tuna sini manguzi hii ni mang'ombe yenyewe ndo nimetoka rimandi juzi nataka shore nitoe nyenge mtupa mduli na duri nafanya yutma na kuwerembe haipi na kute kirudi na baki na webe skade uko wapi nkodala na mdo ni tamu kasha wanu kama ni yetu ni marwa ndo maana ukicheze kwetu tamarwa marapa skidi wana mama nasikia wengine
Shout out to Happy Soul and to all those who are with us in the building. That is Guantana, done by HR the Messenger, featuring Scam Cardinali. I hope you did get to enjoy it as we're getting started with our show for today. And also, as we're getting into the main conversation of the day, today we're going to talk about Niger, and today we are all about the positivity that is happening in the beautiful continent of Africa. So please make sure you keep it the Black Watch Fire Network. Don't touch that button, and also keep it interactive with me. Remember, we are always live and interactive on our media handles. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere at Black Watch Fire Network. We also have an active WhatsApp number in case you'd love to call us through or in and tell us what is your view about our conversation of the day. Our WhatsApp number is 0705 428 388 0705 428 388. Get to interact with me, and also do let me know where are you watching me from. We started off with an amazing jam, Guantana, done by HR the Messenger, featuring Scam Cardinali, and I hope you did get to enjoy it, and also I hope you did get to love it. So many people are asking me, kwani sisi skinny ni? Sisi baridi. No, it is not that cold, but it is somehow cold. Yes, we are at 23 degrees Celsius. It is mostly cloudy, but it is not that cold. But I see John Doe anasema keti inakaa ulipata A kwa histo form 4. Please let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about what I got in high school, because I'm not happy and I'm not proud of myself, but we keep on saying hiyo masomo haitusaidii saa hizi. But I see Messimera Nimesime 254 in the building. Shout out to you, Tabi. I see you in the building. Karibu sana to all those who are joining us, and to all those who are tapping the screen for me. Asante sana. I do appreciate the love. And as we get started, I really want to go back to the music, but I feel like we have enjoyed a whole 5 minutes of music, so I don't want to go back. But I have a quote of the day, and my quote of the day says, kindness is doing what you can where you are with what you have. My quote is all about kindness, and I keep on encouraging people to be kind to others. Don't be mean. Don't be like the person who always see bad in others. Don't be mean. Just be a good person. Be kind, and also be good. And remember, it doesn't even cost you anything to be kind to others. It doesn't even cost you anything to be good to others. So practice kindness, and also don't be mean to people. Yes, that is my quote of the day. In case you have your quote of the day you'd love to share with us, kindly make sure you keep it coming. And also, you encourage a brother somewhere, you encourage a sister somewhere that is feeling so low today, and they will be very appreciative of that. Shout out to John Dames Photography. I see Tasha Tianshi in the building. Karibu sana. Zangalewa Zakale in the building. Karibu sana. And to all those who are just joining us. And as I promised you, today we're going to talk about Niger and what is happening in Niger. And I say today we're all about positivity, and we are actually going to celebrate what is happening in the beautiful continent of Africa, and how these people, or rather how African people are taking it so hard when it comes to waking up, and also the revolution that we want as as black people. And as we continue, I'll share a video to you guys so that you can see what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Nigerians waking up and realizing these people have been stealing our resources. These people have kept us in poverty. These people have been used against us to make sure that we remain in poverty. And who are they? Which people am I referring to as these people? These people are the France, or rather the French. These people are Nigerians, yes. Are the Germans? Yes. And why I said Nigerians, these people, or rather the puppet in Nigeria, has been used to make sure that they take advantage of their fellow African people. And why is this? Why is this? It's because they have their puppet there, like Bola Tinubu right now. He is a puppet of these people, and this is why you find that he is being used against his people in Niger. Remember what happened after the coup went on? You remember the Nigerian president cut power off for the Nigerians. Okay? The Nigerian president, that is Bola Tinubu, cut off power for the Niger people. You know how that sounds? That sounds that we are not united as African people. That sounds like we are enemies of our own, while we are being used against ourselves by another person who is not our friend. This person wants us to be disunited, and these people want us to keep on fighting within ourselves so that they get to take advantage of African people, you know. But I see John Doe is saying, which is the best way to keep up with African news? Go watch BBC, No, I don't think so. But yes, to keep up with African news, I use African news. We have Al Jazeera. We also have BBC. But remember, the news you'll find there, it is mostly propaganda. But now you will pick up something from it because it is telling you what is happening, maybe in a reverse way. So that's now, if you go and dig in or find now the real story, you'll find it is the opposite of what was being told by the BBC. But at the end of the day, you need BBC, you need Al Jazeera, you need African news, just to make sure that now you're on track on what is happening, even though it is the opposite, even though some of this might be propaganda. You'll get something from it, and then now go and do research about it. You just don't go and you just don't go and believe about it before you come to a conclusion, or before you find your own research and investigate about it. But anyway, yes, as we continue, I was talking about how we as African people, we have been used against our people. Yes, we're being used to fight our own people as African people. Look at now Kenya. Let's give it a good example with Kenya. We're seeing our president William Ruto being used to fight other African powers, other African countries. And why is this? I believe that Africans should be united. I believe that Africans should be able to fight their enemies together. But we have been kept in poverty. We have been kept in docility, such that we don't even understand. These people don't want us united. These people want us fighting so that they get to take advantage of us all the time, so that they can get time to steal our resources. Because the more we're fighting, we don't even concentrate on what is happening with our economy, with our resources. We just concentrated on fighting our enemies. And this is a bad thing as African people. Remember, we as African people, if we get to unite, we will chase the colonizer out of our countries. And we keep on saying that slavery never really ended in Africa. And why do we say this? Because we're still under the rule of these colonizers like Kenya. We're still under the rule of the British and other people who are still taking advantage advantage of our resources, who are still taking advantage of everything we have, just because we still disunited. We keep on focusing on tribalism, and we keep on saying that we need to fight this as African people. But the reason I'm talking about this is because I'm happy, because I've seen something is happening in Niger. Not that I've seen right now. Of course, we've talked about it severally right here. But right now, I've seen the African people in Niger are actually waking up and telling them, you know what? We have given you few hours to leave our country. We don't want you in our country. And it is high time you get to pack up your things and leave our country, because we have tolerated you for the longest time. You have kept us in poverty. You have managed to enslave us, even to a point that we don't have our own language. We use your own language as a way of communication, as a mode of communication. It is just crazy. But I'm just happy with what is happening in Africa. I'm just happy with going to TikTok, and instead of seeing people shaking their ass, they are trying to pass education, trying to pass knowledge to others, trying to tell us what is happening, trying to make sure that everybody is awake and knows what is happening. I'm just happy with that, and I'm glad to tell everybody who is here on TikTok, if you have that chance to teach your people something, make sure you teach them something. If you know something that you think that the others don't know, please make sure you educate somebody, because this is why we need each other. We need to learn. And remember, we've been kept in poverty for the longest time. Right now, we have so many people my age who don't know how the system works, who don't know how everything works. They're just kept in religion, stuck in religion. I've seen people my age, they are still stuck in religion. They are still in those churches, praising and worshiping Jesus, waiting for the coming of Jesus. But I'm just glad that I'm awake and I'm able to pass this knowledge to others. I'm just glad to be able, or to have a platform where I can pass information to people and tell them it is high time as African people we be united, so that we can be able to conquer our common enemy. But I see Britty is saying, I am proud of today's young people. They're gonna change this continent. So thank you very much, Britty. I'm also proud of these young people, because I've seen right now, you'll go everywhere. You'll go to TikTok. You'll not find people just like we used to see Kitambo when TikTok came. We were used to seeing young people shaking their ass, doing a lot of shenanigans on TikTok. But right now, they are educating each other, and they are using the platform to pass knowledge to each other. And I'm loving this, because at the end of the day, this is what we need. And whatever you know, I might not be knowing. Whatever I know, you might not be knowing. And this is how we educate each other. So I'm happy that young people are waking up and they are passing it to each other, or rather to others. So that now when it comes to the revolution, we all attack. We all attack. I mean, right now, it's like we are strategizing and we are waiting for us to attack. But Niger, the Nigerians are already attacking. They are already striking. And woe to the French, woe unto them, to the Germans who think that they will not do what the Nigerians want. Woe unto them, because I know whatever is about to happen to them, it is not lovely. So if they are told to go back to their countries and they don't want, these Nigerians are not joking. They will come and touch up their houses. Yes, but anyway, I have so many videos to share with you, and they are all about Niger and what is happening in Niger, and how people are responding to what, to these colonizers' effects in their country. So let me share this video real quick as we continue with our show for today, and also as you keep it interactive with me. Shout out to all those who are with me on the radio station. Jano Mosquito, I see you in the building. Alvin Saimo, I see you in the building. Dutch, I see you in the building. Britty, I see you. Karibuni Sana. And to all those who are tapping the screen for me, thank you very much. And Asanteni Sana for taking your time and joining us on the Black Hot Fire Network. And this is the African Diary Show. I don't know which video to start with, but let me start with this one. This is Nigerians, or rather Nigerians, reacting to French ambassador. Okay, the audio is very audible, so I hope you'll get it from your end as well, and also as we continue with our show for today. Thank you very much, Alvin Saimo. Peter MC, karibu sana. Doch, karibu.
Of France, Germany, United States, and Nigeria. Niger's recent actions have taken a resolute stance in asserting its sovereignty, leading to the expulsion of ambassadors from France, Germany, the United States, and Nigeria. The nation's new military government, which assumed power following a coup
and Nigeria.
on July...
So many of us would be asking, why are they telling the Nigerians to leave their country? Remember, Nigerians have been used against Niger. These are African people being used against our African people as well. And why is this? It's because we cannot say even these are Nigerians, but we can say Nigeria as a country, because the person who is leading the country has been used as a puppet to hate on the other country, and also to act like a colonizer in the other country. While they should be making peace with each other, they have been used to look like enemies of Niger, which is very bad. Tinubu, shame on you. But anyway, we know these people, they are sellouts. This is what they do best. So at the end of the day, I'm not even surprised, but we are not even surprised after we saw Tinubu cutting off power for the Nigerians after the coup went down. So I'm not even surprised that he is a sellout, and I think the Nigerians are doing the right thing, because I cannot keep you as a sellout, even though you're my fellow brother. You know, I cannot keep you right here with me just because you're black like me, just because you're African like me, but you are a coon. No, I cannot keep you. You are an Oreo, westernized mind, a black in the outside, but yes, black in the outside, but white in the inside. I cannot keep you. I cannot keep you. And this is now why Niger is cutting off Nigeria. And for a fact, it makes sense. It makes sense a lot. It makes sense 100%, because if Nigeria is not helping you, what do you need to do? And these people are actually selling you out. These people are acting like your colonizers. They are acting like the white people, the French, the German. General Mosquito calls them coconuts. Yes, Niger is a coconut. Nigeria. I meant Nigeria. So Nigeria is a coconut, because it is an African country that we know it should be fighting hand in hand with Niger. But what are we seeing? We are seeing the opposite. We are seeing Nigeria selling out Niger instead of helping Niger. But anyway, let's continue with our video.
26 made a significant move by ordering the departure of French ambassador Sylvain Ite within 48 hours. This step was taken against the backdrop of increasingly strained relations between Niger and its former colonial ruler, France. The current wave of anti-French sentiment, akin to sentiments seen in neighboring Burkina Faso and Mali, Guinea, Cameroon, Ivory Coast, and Algeria, played a role in shaping this decision. Locals have voiced concerns about the interference by France in the internal affairs of Niger. The new military government, acting through the appointed foreign ministry, announced the expulsion as a response to actions it deemed detrimental to Niger's interests by the French government. One such action was the French ambassador's failure to acknowledge an intention to meet with Niger's new foreign minister. France's government promptly rebuffed the new military government's order, reiterating its stance of not recognizing the duty of the military rulers. The French Foreign Ministry emphasized that the ambassador's mandate stems solely from Niger's legitimate elected authorities. This strong aftermath of Ecowas economic that unseated President Mohamed Bazoum. France, aligned with Ecowas, has consistently advocated for the restoration of President Bazoum's leadership. The presence of 1,000 French soldiers stationed in Niger underscores France's involvement in aiding Bazoum's efforts to combat long-standing jihadi forces in the region. In a parallel development, news has surfaced online, conveying the ordered
I
departure.
think it is telling me the Nigerian government, not the people, Katie. Yes, this is what I'm saying. We cannot say it is the Nigerian people, but we can say it is Nigeria, because at the end of the day, we name a country according to who is leading it. So Nigeria is acting like a coon, is acting like an enemy to Niger, while we know that these people should be fighting hand in hand with Niger. But at the end of the day, we don't blame the Nigerians, because we know it is the government, it is not the people of Nigeria.
Of the US and German ambassadors under similar circumstances as the French envoy. Adding insult to injury, France has yet to acknowledge the new military government's decision, taken in early August, to invalidate several military agreements with France. The French government contends that these agreements were initially entered into with Niger's recognized authorities. This development echoes the post-coup trajectories observed in Mali and Burkina Faso, where French forces were expelled and established connections were severed. Niger's strategic significance as a major global uranium producer and as a pivotal location for foreign troops from France, the United States and other nations engaged in controlling the region further amplifies the gravity of this situation. The nation's assertive actions resonate as a declaration of autonomy and to chart an independent course in the face of complex geopolitical dynamics.
Karibu sana Max.
Liking and
yeah, that is the video I really wanted to show you, and I'm just happy by the fact that the Nigerians are waking up and telling the French, the German, and the US, leave our country. Leave our country. It is high time you get to leave our country and leave everything that belongs to us. And I've seen now France is not happy about this. The French president came and talked about this. Macron talked about this. He's not even happy about it. And remember, the reason he's not happy is because his activities in Niger are being undermined, or rather his activities in Niger are being now stopped. But remember, what activities we're talking about right here is the mineral resources we have in Africa, the stealing of the minerals we have in Niger. So at the end of the day, he is only sad and he is only feeling bad because he knows that he is not going to enjoy the resources again. The resources he has been enjoying, he has been stealing from Niger. He is not going to get them. And instead of that, he knows that now another person will get the chance of getting these resources. But remember these people, I keep on saying this, they are not here because they love you as African people. They are here simply because of the resources, because of everything we have. And this is why you see Macron is very angered by what is happening in Niger. He's very angered. We also have powers like the Germans. We also have the US. Why are they all angry with what is happening in Niger? If they wanted everything good for Niger, why are they angry? It's because they know the president or President Bazoum, who was overthrown, is the coon. And now, since he's not the president in the country, their resources will, their activities of stealing resources in Niger will have to stop. And this is what is happening. Shout out to Sami Samia. I see you in the building. King of the Sun, Karibu Sana. John John Brian, karibu sana. I see official Castle TZ in the building, karibu sana. Abu Jiwal, I see you in the building, karibu sana. And to all those who are just joining us, karibuni sana. This is the Black Hot Fire Network, and of course, this is the African Diary Show. My name is Katie. In case you're just joining us, and in case this is your first time here, please make sure you follow the host and also you keep it interactive with us right here. So I was saying that. We have the Paris. Okay, sorry. We have also Paris. Yes, Paris is backing President Bazoum and Ecowas military action. Should it be the case? Yes, this is what is happening. Thank you very much, George Jr. Karibu sana, and thank you very much. So, Niamey and Paris differences seem irreconcilable. During a major foreign policy speech to the ambassadors in Paris, Monday, the 28th of August, French President Emmanuel Macron doubled down on his government line regarding the junta. Macron insisted on Monday that France would not change position in condemning the coup and offered support to Mohamed Bazoum and Ecowas. And the only reason he's doing this is backing President Bazoum because Bazoum is his puppet in Niger. And that is the only reason we are seeing Macron and the others in Paris and Niamey saying that, yes, we are going to support Bazoum. The coup was not good. The coup was illegal. But at the end of the day, we stand with Bazoum. The only reason they are standing with Bazoum is because he is their puppet in Niger. He is the one who has been now making sure that these people are getting resources from Niger. So at the end of the day, this is why they are supporting him. But I see Katie saying exactly 100%, Katie. Europeans are poor without Africa. Very true. Very, very true. That's a fact. Our policy is the right one. It depends on the courage of President Mohamed Bazoum, the commitment of our diplomats, of our ambassador on the ground, who is remaining despite pressure. Macron told a gathering of French ambassadors in the capital. The French ambassador Sylvain Ite was ordered to leave Niger within 48 hours in a letter on Friday, 25th August, from the Nigerian Foreign Ministry that accused him of ignoring an invitation for a meeting with the ministry. The letter also cited actions of the French government contrary to the interests of Niger. Niger's President Bazoum was stopped on 26th July. France, the Economic Community of West Africa, states the UN, among others, have called him to be reinstated. We do not recognize the putschists. We support a president who has not resigned, who we remain committed to, and we support the diplomatic action and military action should it be the case of
You see how
ECOWAS
crazy?
within
You see how crazy that sounds, Katie? You see how crazy that sounds?
yeah.
You see how crazy? They're going to be. You see, the democracy is supposed to mean the will of the people. You see, the will of the people don't want Mohamed Bazoum. They know he was installed as a puppet. But they don't want to have nothing to do with the will of the people. The will of people want them out. So they've been calling Africa poor for all these years. Oh, you poor, dirty bastards. And understand Europe has always been poor without Africa. So now that the people say, no, you got to go. No more resources that you get to steal. France being the most egregious, Katie, they're stealing is so wicked, Katie. It's on a level. Okay, imagine this, Katie, okay. Stuff in your house, you got stuff in your house, right? And I said I want it, and I print the currency that you use for me to buy the shit that's in your house, right? So what I do is this is how wicked these motherfuckers are. So I'm I've got this currency, Kate. I got the currency. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna print $1 billion for you. And it's your currency backed up your resources now, backed up your shit that's in your house. I'm gonna give you roughly 400 million of it. The other 600 million I'm gonna keep. And what I'm gonna do is half of the 400 million that you got, I also dictate what you can spend it on. So I take half your wealth, right? So the 600 million that I keep from the billion, I use that money to buy your uranium and your other stuff from your own money that I printed. So virtually I'm getting it for free. That's why they're so impoverished. And then I take your uranium, Katie, that I'm getting it for free, and I sell it on the world market for billions of dollars, which makes me rich. Now I gave you nothing, and I'm making billions of dollars, Katie, billions. While I've given you absolutely nothing. This is how wicked. That's it. Oh, you gotta put my puppets back in there. But the will of the people, they don't want Bazoum in there. They finally wake. They know he's a puppet. They don't want him in there. They want the junta in there to create a government. I don't give a shit about that. So it's not about any democracy. It's about these Europeans, especially these French countries, being able to have access to the wealth of these Europe that makes them wealthy. Their businesses are in there stealing, robbing, while the people have been left in poverty. That's how wicked. It's so funny. Other Europeans are calling out them. I mean, they do the same thing. They're just not as bad. France is just the most egregious. Britain does the same in Kenya and Ghana and Nigeria, but they're not as bad. They're wicked, but France is on a level of wickedness that just it's evil.
I mean, they're all wicked. They are all
Yes.
the same people.
Yes, yes. I'm just saying. I'm saying they're all wicked. I'm saying the degrees of wickedness of France. It's like even the Europeans are shocked how wicked they're. Because you got that Italian lady, Italian prime minister said, "You people are so wicked. You wouldn't even exist as a real country without that." And that's France. That's true. They'll tell you, "Ah, you poor, you're sorry, you're wretched," as they steal billions of dollars from you and call you poor and stupid. That's how it's wicked. But go, okay, you got it.
Yeah, it is just crazy. It is just crazy that these people have been taking advantage of.
And then, Katie, you realized out my scheme. You finally figured out my scheme. The Keith is stealing from me. Yeah, and I said, Keith, you're going to have to leave my house. I said, "Nah, Katie, I'm not leaving. Are you crazy? Your house has got all the money. Keith, I'm asking you to please leave. You got to go." Katie, I'm not about to leave. Are you insane? You got all the money. But it's my house, Keith. Please leave.
That's
Nah.
the point that we're not even telling them, please. It is a wake up and go.
I know. Yeah, they're not nice no more. But now you see the wealth of Africa. They're like, "No, I'm not going nowhere. Nope, we're not going." I thought, why would you want to remain in a place that's poor and fucked up? Why would you want to be there? Because it's not. That's the lie they've been telling. It's wealthy. We've been stealing it. So now see, all the scams are being revealed. Why would you want to stay in a poor country, Katie? Why would you be happy to leave?
The country is not poor. The people are poor, but the country is not poor. And the reason the
Exactly.
people are poor is because you have been eating up their resources that they don't know even exist. You know, some of us don't know we have different types of minerals in our country. We
Of
have
course,
different types of resources.
And they make sure they don't teach you in their education that they left behind during colonialism. They make sure you don't know none of that.
Shout out to King of the Sun. He's saying they actually refused to remove their embassy yesterday. Yes, they actually refused, but have you seen the Nigerians right now? They are outside and they are demonstrating. They are telling them, "You have to leave. We are not giving you any other time, you have to leave our country. And if it
Well,
is
you know what
not
they did?
that,
You know what they did to him, Katie? They cut
Mhm.
off the water, they cut off the
Mhm.
power, and they said no food delivery. Anybody caught
Exactly.
delivering food to the embassy, if you're going to jail.
And let's see if they're gonna survive. They will not. Didn't you see Bazoum complaining how he's being fed pasta and rice without food?
Wow!
Huh?
Wah! Wah!
Huh?
Look at him.
You have
Wah!
the audacity to complain about being fed pasta and rice while you have been making sure that your people are even
People
starving to
starving.
death.
Exactly, Katie.
People are
Because
starving to death.
see, you understand the wickedness of these psychopathic puppets. That's why they don't care. That's why they put in power. But they don't care about African people. They care about themselves. And just like you said, the Joby show was showing you that they only cared about their private accounts that they're paying pay because all of them got all their money's outside the continent, Katie. They're private banks. They got homes in France and England and America. So when they come and say, hey, you goofy bastards, you're gonna invade these other Africans, or you're gonna be cut off your money that's in our banks and these private accounts, and your homes are gonna be seized in France and England and in America. We're gonna seize your home. We're gonna take them. Oh,
Yeah,
better go to war.
that's crazy that they don't even keep their wealth in our countries because they know
No.
that our countries would collapse anytime. And it is just crazy. But I'm happy with Algeria. I'm also happy with Burkina Faso. They have shown a strong support for Niger. And this is something that is positive. And actually, I'm very happy with Algeria. It refused the France to fly over its airspace
Right
for
over
military
the bomber. Yeah.
operations.
Yeah,
And I
they
was
wanted
like,
to use them.
this is
Yeah, they
what
wanted to
we
use
want.
They wanted to use Algeria to fly over them and start bombing Niger. So I'm very happy because it's gonna be hard. Because now, of course, the Europeans have put sanctions on them, so it's gonna be hard on the people. But if the people know what they're fighting for, they can break them. And as I told you, Kate, they were gonna be mad about. I don't know how to pronounce his name, Anagua, whatever the hell his name, Anagon, whatever the hell his name is, Zimbabwe, because they mad because they couldn't steal that election in Zimbabwe. They're angry as hell because they don't want him in there. They want to put their puppet in there. We're talking about
Kid,
giving
your
them
voice is really bad. I don't understand if it's the internet. I
I
don't
might-
know what is wrong. You're
I might be
breaking
breaking up.
out.
I might be breaking
Yeah.
up.
You're breaking a lot. We can't construct a sentence you're saying.
Okay, I'm breaking up. But go ahead, Katie. You got it.
Okay, so what I'm saying is that I'm very happy with Algeria and what it has done because at the end of it's my internet, not yours.
Okay, but still go ahead.
Yeah, it's my internet. Yeah, so what I'm saying is that Algeria has done something that is really good because we don't know what military operations that these people really wanted to do. And as African people, we need to stay together and stay united, just like Algeria is staying united with Niger. Because at the end of the day, now, if the French want to attack Niger, and it has so many friends fighting, or rather, so many united allies fighting with them, they will be able to defeat the French and also France as a country. Because at the end of the day, remember, the France is coming to Niger because of the resources, and now the reason they are feeling betrayed is that they have been operating in this country for the longest time, not only in Algeria, not only in Niger. These countries, or rather the French, have been operating in
Guinea Faso, Mali, Guinea, Togo, Benin, used to be Rwanda back in the day when they had all the Rwandese kill each other. Used to control Rwanda and Burundi. Those are French colonies that they had. Told them they taught them to divide and conquer, had them kill each other 26 years ago. That was the French. That was their wicked ass again. So France has allowed itself to maintain a power off the backs of the African continent because all the stuff that comes off the continent funds France. So with them being cut, that's why France is gonna have to attack. They don't have no choice. In the middle of World War III, Katie, France doesn't have no choice but to try to get in no matter what they can do because they're gonna need. See, this is a domino effect. They're scared, Katie, what this happens, that all of Africa's waking up. That's why they talking about they're gonna block TikTok in Kenya and in Nigeria because the youth are not on this shaking their ass. Like, hey, we're wealthy. Why are we poor? So everything is changing. So this is scaring the West because as Africa takes back its resources, it becomes wealthy. You know, the illusion of Africa being impoverished, that lie is going away. It's a lie. It's always been a lie. How could the richest man in the world came from Africa before they colonized? Because it's the wealthiest place on the planet. Everybody knows that's the dirty little secret. That's not a secret no more. And so now, but the youth are now saying, hey, listen here. All this colonialization, that's not doing anything. All this religious bullshit you gave. We don't want it no more. Take it back. We want the land. We want our resources. And you're going to deal with us fairly, but it's going to be war. So that's why they're scared, because that's why France has to keep Africa, Katie. They got no choice. They're not going to be able to do it, but they're going to have to go to war because France is a poor country, Katie. At least Germany had industry on itself. Even England's poor. Britain is poor as shit too, without Africa. But the way they create, the way Britain was smarter. They created something called the Commonwealth, Katie. That Kenya, Nigeria, these other countries, and all the colonies are in the Commonwealth, but where they get to steal money, but not so blatantly. They're stealing, but it's not so like knock you over your head. France is like beating you over your head. Give me your goddamn money. Give me that goddamn. And England is just pickpocketing. You don't know that. Hey, what happened to my wallet? That's how England is picking your pocket, but France is blatantly punching in your face. Give me that goddamn wallet. So it's a different kind of colonialism. Or neo-colonialism. You know, France has been more brutal. So now they're that's why you got all these Europeans now admitting Germany, Italy, Africa's not poor. Africa's not poor. But yeah, that's what you say was poor. And the people are poor. Those are all lies. So what they're doing, they're scared now. We need to treat Africa fairly. Nah, too late for that. Too late for that shit. So you understand, France has got to get Ecowas to go to war. That's why Biden's going to talk to that Tinubu, that drug dealer. Hey, explain to me, Katie, how does a Chicago drug dealer become the president of Nigeria?
Didn't we see a gold smuggler being re-elected as the president of Zimbabwe?
I need him there, Katie, though. I don't care that listen, the gold smuggling, it's bad he's not sharing with the rest of the people. That gold smuggling they got to do because of the sanctions. Remember, they don't get to trade in the U.S. dollar because they were sanctioned. They don't get to, so they got to get a currency that works. And gold is real currency. Remember them Zimbabwean notes I couldn't use? They were like $1,000 of inflation. So
they don't smuggle it for the better of the country. So
yeah, they do. They make it look. I mean, not for everybody. They gotta have a liquid currency that everybody can take because their money is garbage. So they got to have real currency. They can't use their paper money because they were cut off from the dollar. And since they can't exchange in dollars, the country's got to have some money to live off on. They've been sanctioned. So if you sanction away from the U.S. dollar, you can't buy and sell in the world market because the U.S. dollar is what's used as a thing of trade in the world market. So I got to use hard currency like gold. I got to have hard currency. So I understand that's what they're doing. Because remember, the U.S. banned their gold. So they got to smuggle the gold to keep the country going. But no, okay, you got it.
Yeah, so we're talking about Niger, and it is something that is great. At the end of the day, we're seeing people are uniting, they are realizing who our real enemy is, and they are fighting the real enemy. Yes, and it is something that we all need to celebrate as we continue now with that spirit, as we keep up with that spirit, because we cannot celebrate and still remain waiting for those people to do it even for us. We need to do it as well as they are doing it. But I have this video to share with you. Okay, where did it go? Okay, this is Africans from Niger hitting the streets to demand the French military to leave. I just want you to see how these people were angered and how they really want the French, their country, so bad.
Ultimatum French to leave our territory because they're there just to ruin our lives, not to help us, but to plunder us and take our resources.
You can tell how these people are so angered with these people. Look at this kid. I'm just happy with this kid. He's looking at this woman like he doesn't understand what she's saying. She's like, what the hell? What the hell are you saying, woman?
I think it's just being respectful, Katie. Yeah. Like I never seen it.
But look at the eyes. Side eye.
He's looking like I've never seen women this angry. That's probably what he's saying.
Okay, my video lost audio. Let me try and
it lost audio. It did. That's the kind of outfit. That's kind of that lady's outfit. That's the kind of outfit Joby's stepmama wears now, Katie. That's the very thing. That's the kind of outfit Joby's stepmama wears now.
I wonder how people survive in these many clothes. Imagine she has other clothes inside and then she has this. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's that Muslim garb right there. So her stepmama's now Muslim. That's that Muslim shit.
If it wasn't for the CNSP, we wouldn't even be.
See, this is real democracy where the people in France is saying fuck the will of the people. See, that's always that fake democracy shit they get. We believe in democracy. No, they don't. They don't believe in no damn democracy. They believe in their puppets that they can install so they can steal. It's there because now they word that they can't steal. They're now gonna be cut off from the resources. Hey, we support Mohammed Bazoum, but the people don't. Democracy is supposed to be will of the people. The people don't support him. So what? So what? We're going to stall democracy back to Niger, Katie.
This encourages young people, everybody who is in Africa, to make sure that now they fight for democracy.
That's why this is.
We don't have democracy, but we can bring it to Africa.
Exactly.
Yes, we can exercise it without having now to fight for it and bringing it to Africa. But right now, we cannot call ourselves democratic countries because we don't exercise any of the democratic rights.
But now you know. But the youth know it now. You and the rest of you know it. And you're not your parents and you're not the grandparents. You know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So you know you're not gonna be fooled, but you know there's no such thing as no damn democracy and no Africa. It's install their puppets so the puppets can keep them, let them still, you know, break your puppets out, make them millionaires, and then they help us steal the country. And when these Africans get to say, hey, while we're poor, you know, shoot their ass in the face with tear gas. Shut up. Take this tear gas.
But I'm glad that African people waking up and realizing this. Actually, I've seen so many people saying that we keep on talking about democracy. We never have democracy. We never
exactly.
Truth. We don't have democracy. We never exercise any of the democratic part. So at the end of the day, if we really want democracy, we can fight for it, bring it to Africa, and start exercising democracy. Because
you got democracy right there in Nigeria. What are they saying? No, we don't want that. Exactly, because that money goes back to African people. And we're no damn America and the Europeans don't want no democracy, no Africa. Are you crazy?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, African people are just waking up and they are realizing this, and at least now we are seeing something is happening. We are positive about the revolution and also African people coming together and fighting the common enemy and conquering and now having the African land back that was stolen by these white people. And this is what we need to see as African people. This is what we need to encourage even on our young people. Somebody said right here in the comment section some time ago that our parents have failed to bring the revolution, but it is our time to do it. As they
didn't fail. They just didn't know as much as you guys know now. I can't say they failed. I said they wasn't armed with the knowledge that you have now.
Yeah, they were not able to bring the revolution. And I think this is the reason we are here as young people. And this is the reason now we are this generation, so that we can bring the revolution and fuel it and make sure that everything that needs to happen to Africa is happening. Everything that needs to stop happening in Africa is stopping, because at the end of the day, Africa belongs to us. Africa doesn't belong to any white person outside. Yeah. So
now you're learning that. Exactly. Your parents, your great parents, your grandparents understand that. Oh, well, they came, they could probably it belongs to everybody, and then when you start stealing all your land and knock you in the head, I guess not. This ain't a good look.
But family, we are coming to the end of our show for today. Asanteni sana. I see Papa Simiyu in the building, Kibunja in the building, George Gakudi in the building, King of the Sun, General Mosquito, and to the rest of the silent listeners. Asanteni sana for being with us on today's episode. ZDJ, I see you in the building. User, Pia Wewe, I see you. Asanteni sana for keeping it interactive with me. And to all those who are with us, John Doe, I saw you somewhere. Thank you very much. And to every person who was with us, much love, family.
Much love to everybody. Make sure everybody take care of themselves, be safe, and have a blessed day.
Okay. Yes. Enjoy the rest part of your day. Much love, even to the silent listeners. We love you.
And if you didn't like what I said, kick rock.
Greetings and salutations, Mexicans and Colombs, all the way in Switzerland. And you're tuning into the Black Hot Fire Radio, and you're listening to the African Diary Show with Kati. Massive.
You out here on my nigga cigar.
Oh, man. What that mean, nigga?
Okay.
That don't mean shit.
Must be that wrong branded shit.
Must be.
Hey, man. Why you
Greetings and salutations, Mexicans and Colombs, all the way in Switzerland. And you're tuning into the Black Hot Fire Radio, and you're listening to the African Diary Show with Kati.
Check from
Massive.
Zangu zimeshika zimeguantana, zangu zimeshika zimeguantana, sivutagi shisha au shada, super kitisha na mkamata, super kitisha tubanana, hakuna vile tade yapona, akamna bishaka unafanana, nikule niruke kalazarus, biti kitaka mini madara, biti kitaka mini masaka, kachumbari tena masala, mr flani ya mabachela, droni chafu imepara.